Welcome everyone, Farmer Cop here. This is going to be episode 14 of my gameplay series in No Man's Land. So if this is what you're looking for, please stay tuned. Alright everyone, welcome back to No Man's Land. So today we have a lot going on. I think we're going to have a lot kind of happen in this episode. I think I'm going to spend a fair amount of time upgrading the town. And also just a side note, so I'm going to try to record, this is the first day of my 3-day weekend, so I have 3 days off and then I work 4 12-hour days, so I'm going to try to record essentially enough videos for the next 6 days, so just the next couple episodes in each of my series are going to be a little ahead, so if you're commenting, say, hey, do this. If you don't see it done for a couple episodes, bear with me. Just with my schedule, just makes it easier for me to do this, that way I can spend more time with my wife and stuff like that, so I have more time outside of work and I'm not just doing this when I get off work, which, not that I would really mind that, but there are other things I have to do in life as well. So right now it's 16:34 hours, or 4:34 here in No Man's Land. We harvested that field up in the right hand corner over there. From the canola off of it, we have canola in those two fields. I decided to move over and harvest this one next so we can finish this field, which we were working on last episode. We also bought a digestate trailer over there, and we have a new vehicle shed, so a lot of new things are happening around the farm. Kind of main goals that we need to get this farm going to is we need another plot of land and we need a bigger tractor. Really, it just kind of comes down to that. So if we get a bigger tractor and another plot of land, we can start farming a lot quicker, we can start getting more and more equipment, we can start making more and more money, which is our goal. We're trying to build up this farm and get it bigger and bigger and bigger. And I'm also going to do a lot of upgrades to the town. I added 4 mods into the game, and I'm not going to actually... I'm only going to mention one right now, because 3 of them I'm probably going to add to the town, and I'll just show you those when I add them. So the first one, if we go into here, I love that this came out right after I bought the field trailer, of course, but it's a, don't look at those. That's one of the mods I added. Oh, that's funny. I don't know where the field trailer is, or the fuel thing I'm looking for here. I downloaded a, gosh, maybe I should have just thought ahead and gone and put it, maybe it's a silo actually, since you're storing stuff. This guy, yeah, right here. So fuel storage, 2,500 bucks, 10,000 liters of fuel storage. I almost want to place it down right now. This thing's fantastic. This is literally what I wanted for the farm, but I ended up getting this trailer instead. So I don't know. I'll think about where I want to place it. Oh, I needed to add. What I'm actually going to do. Let me hire. I'll work on that in a second. What I'm going to do is I'm probably going to exit out of the game because I want to add global company because I don't think I have it. No, it's not in the game. So I need to add global company so I can actually place stuff where I want it. There should be a function in there that allows me to place stuff where I want it, which is what I want, so I can place stuff closer together, just because in real life that's what you would be able to do. So I'm going to probably download that here. Yeah, let me write that down here. I need to download global company and add that. Well, I already have it downloaded. I use it on other games, but yeah, I definitely want to add that in here. So yeah, I'm very excited for this episode. We're going to get a lot done. We might be selling canola this episode, but if we go look at our pigs, I'll get him working on that. 87. Okay, so tomorrow morning we're again going to sell probably $12,000 worth of pigs, probably 12 pigs or more, so that'll be fantastic. And they're still doing good on food. We do a little bit of a loan, just 10,000 bucks. I had to buy, I just really wanted this digestate tank, which wasn't really a wise financial decision to do that, but I really wanted it, so we got it. That's the problem with finance in America right there. I wanted it, so I got a loan for it. Oh boy. All right, well, that's what we have going on. We mowed. I think we're going to go ahead and... Did I pick up all the grass? I think I can't remember if I picked it all up or I was in the process of it. But we have a lot of grass in here. I think if I picked up the second, I think we're going to go ahead and just cover this guy soon. How much we got in here? 80,000? Yeah, that's pretty decent. Let me go find out what our other tractors are. I'm just going to tab there just to make it a little easier. You have that going on. You have the slurry tanker. Go see if we have any grass. I'll go drive this guy around and see if we got any grass. If we do, I want to get the rest of the grass. But I thought I picked it all up. Pretty sure I did. Really think I did. But I want to get it all picked up if I have it, just so I can... Oh, I didn't. Okay, I do have some left. I was like, yeah, okay. So we'll pick this up, and then after we get that picked up, so I'll use this tractor to go do that. After we get that picked up, we will cover the bunker silo tonight. Hopefully we get some of our harvest done and get this field done here. Get that all done. That's kind of our goal tonight, is to get all that stuff taken care of. So I will probably work on that. You guys have seen kind of a lot of this going on. And then what we're going to plant afterwards, you know, I'm honestly not sure exactly what we're going to plant next. Whew, I might do, gosh, I almost want to do soy again if we go over here. Just, we don't really need the straw right now, so I might just end up doing soy again, or maybe canola. I don't know. I'll do one of those. Probably soy again, just to change it up. Do some good crop rotation, which I know doesn't matter in regular farm sim gameplay, but it does in seasons. So we'll just, I don't know, don't matter. But anyhow, I will get working on that, and then I will be back with you. All right, ladies and gentlemen, it is morning now. It is pretty late in the morning. It is almost 10, and the reason I went ahead and slept later was because, well, I was working on our fields until 1 in the morning last night. So, let's just go over a list I have here. So first off, we covered the bunker silo. We had about 100,000 liters in, I think just below that. So let's actually take a look at that and see if it's... Oh, and it's fermented. Sweet. Fantastic. We can sell that today. Let's see what else I did. I fertilized both the grass fields. I limed all the fields. I didn't buy a lime spreader. I leased it since we didn't have the money right now. So I leased the small one. Bought a couple bags of lime. Got that taken care of. And I ran out of liquid fertilizer. So I started using the digestate. So I used... 4 tanks of digestate and a little bit of slurry. It was late and I didn't want to go back and get more digestate, so I just used a little slurry to finish up the last field. And I sold 2 tanks of slurry up at the PGA. So we got, what did we get? We sold, so that was a total of 16,000 liters. We got $4,600, so not too bad. Let me see what else I had here. So I upgraded the town. We'll go over that a little bit here as we go. I realized that our power box is supposed to give us $600 a day, but it's only giving us $300 a day, so I don't know if it just does it for like the daytime 12 hours or something like that. So I added 2 more power boxes to the town, because before I added any upgrades, our upkeep was over $1,100. So I figured that was fair. So if we're making $900 a day, plus now the town's probably costing around $1,600 would be my guess. So I placed a lot of decorations. With that, I also was able to, before the end of last night, herbicide all the fields and plant canola in all of the fields, and finished our new big field over here. So I'll show you that. So canola is everywhere. I decided just to do canola because, well, that way we can try to maybe harvest it today and then sell it all at once, the canola from previous harvest and then today. If we go in here, canola's sitting at 21,000. So I'm waiting to see where that guy tops out, because that's not a bad price right there. I would happily sell it 1168. So we'll see if the vehicle shop beats it like it tends to for whatever reason. But anyways, let's go take a look at the town. So with this, someone messaged me on Facebook. It was Kyle A, and he said, hey, it's not on the mod hub. It's a placeable pack. And there'll be a link in the description, just like all my mods. It's called AJNJ Placeable Pack. And it has tons of decorations. So I added a couple of those in, and we'll add more as we go. I also added the street signs mod that just came out. I didn't end up using any of them, though. I also added a weight station decoration. I used one of those. And then I also added the global company mod, so that way I could actually place things successfully. I did a little bit of work and the global company mod helped tons. I was able to kind of do what I needed to do. So I did a little work around here. So first off, I added just a fence here. This is one of those AJNJ things. I added us a water tower. I thought that was a nice little feature. And then if we go around here, one thing I added to the store was they decided, hey, you are spending a lot of money here. So just like the garden shop, they now have a forklift for us to use. So that's fantastic. We can use that when we go down here. And as you can see, looking up in the corner, our money's right where it should be. So I didn't, cheat in money and then leave us some extra money or something like that. So I added that forklift there, which I know we technically own, but we're just going to act like the shop owns it. If we drive around here, I smoothed out the road through here. And then some of the updates are going to be up here if we follow this. Oh, not that path. This path over here. I added us some new deals out here. Actually, it looked a lot nicer. That one's hanging off, it looks like. But it looked a lot nicer. So I spent about an hour upgrading the town and adding some different stuff, and then the game crashed, and I didn't save. So that was my bad. And actually, speaking of that, I didn't save after I put the last ones in there. I just think the game got kind of just overworked, and I think I just glitched it out. So I added a straw cell point, which used to look a lot nicer over here, but I had more decorations and stuff. But I'll add it more when I feel more motivated to decorate. So now we have that straw cell point there. Off in the distance in the left-hand corner, there's something big over there. I'm going to go take a look at that in a second. But yeah, so I added these more houses and stuff. Our town's getting a little bit bigger. I smoothed out the road through here. I smoothed out the garden center. Had a really bad road going in, so I smoothed that out. I didn't add a whole lot over here. I'm going to cut through the flowers, sorry. We'll hop up here. Oh, I was able to fix this, and as you see, I reworked it. So I fixed all the flat area. I moved the office to there and made this kind of a bigger area so you could, you know, turn big equipment around and stuff in it, and then just drive out the way you came in. So now let's go take a look down this way. So we have a new road, a pretty main road here. And I felt I did a good job making this guy. So the tree's a little not really worked out where they are, but I might fix that later. VGA is still there. The other path now exits there. We have a little way station here, but that is kind of like your entry level for going into the lumber yard, which we now have. And I'm thinking we might at some point maybe do a little bit of logging. I don't know. I had someone ask saying, hey, can you do some logging? And I would typically think, well, I would probably like to do that in like a separate gameplay series. But if you guys aren't opposed to doing a little bit of logging, I don't want it to be the primary function, but here's a log sell point. All this other stuff is just decorative, so I placed on all sorts of stuff to kind of look like it's kind of a working log sell point. Essentially, the town's on that far side over like where the gas station and everything is, and this is like the industrial portion where all the big businesses are going to be. So there's this, yeah, just all this area over here. And there's so many things in that AJNJ pack. I'm really glad I downloaded it. And there's a wood chip sell point here, and I'm just going to drive under this. Nice. But yeah, there's so many things in that pack that I'm very excited to use to kind of help transform this map. So I did some pretty big upgrades today. I won't do maybe this big of an upgrade every time, but yeah, our town's going to get bigger and bigger and bigger, and it's going to be really fantastic. So I'm very excited about that. But anyhow, that is everything for over here. Let's get back to farming. So we need to sell that silage today, and then hopefully canola is going to be ready to harvest at some point today. And actually, let's go into the map and check on grass. So we can zoom in here. So yeah, our town's now just expanding out. All right, let's go. The grass will probably be ready before everything else will be. So grass will be ready soon today, so we can do another mow. But that means we got to sell silage first. And the other thing actually we need to do is, yeah, we need to sell some pigs. So we're going to go sell pigs right now. And then we are, after we sell pigs, are going to get rid of all the silage. So that is what we're going to work on doing. Well, as far as police stuff, I'm not sure. It seems like it's been pretty slow recently, just with everything going on. Seems like some people aren't getting along because they're locked inside, but it seems like there's kind of ups and downs of people getting along. Yeah, so it just not a whole lot going on right now. I ended up going to a noise complaint where these girls were complaining about they're across the street, or they're across the hall neighbors in this apartment complex. They're saying, oh, you know, they're playing loud music and whatever else have you. And so I go out there, and that music wasn't too bad, but it was loud enough, and it was also 2 in the morning. So I was like, okay, yeah, hey guys, I'm just gonna warn you, noise complaint, you know, turn it off. And they kind of said, you know, oh well, our neighbors call us in all the time, you know, it's stupid, it's dumb, you know, they make all these reports about whatever. I'm like, well, you know, the noise was there, you know, just turn it down, don't go. And I told them too, I was like, well, because I thought they would, because they're a little intoxicated, and this is kind of the way that drunk people can think sometimes. I told them, like, don't go confront your neighbors. Leave them alone. Do not go knocking on their door. Like I said explicitly, just don't do any of that stuff. Just let it go. Turn down your music so you don't get in any more trouble. And then I walk away, and I get to the elevator of this apartment complex, which is like a hall away, and I hear this just loud banging that sounds like someone knocking on a door. And yes, it was. I went back over there, and it was those girls knocking on the door of their cross-street neighbor. I said, I literally just told you. I was like, I'm this close to writing you a noise ticket now. It's like, I literally just told you to leave them alone. So they're like, okay, we'll leave them alone. I was like, thank you. I was like, you're going to get in trouble if you keep messing with them, you know, because even if there's some sort of dispute between you guys, right now you guys are the primary aggressors. You guys are the ones causing the problem. You guys are the ones escalating it. So I told them to stop, and I left. And 2 hours later, I get a call where the girl that called in the noise complaint said, can you please come? I'm scared to leave my apartment. The neighbors across the street, the ones I told not to knock on their door, kept knocking. She said they're knocking on her door and trying to get in. I was like, great. So I drove back over there, and I brought 2 other officers with me at that time. Did I not? Oh, I didn't confirm it. I was like, did I buy more pigs? I was like, I hope not. There we go. Okay, I'll drive back. But I brought 2 more officers with me, and I was still very nice. I said, at this point, I'm looking at, I could easily arrest you for, harassment or you know, all sorts of different things because you keep bugging these guys. They're like, well, they're the problems, you know, blah, 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 blah. I'm like, well, tonight they haven't caused any problems. You're the ones causing all of the problems tonight. And I just have to work on the basis of facts. It's like, regardless of what they've done in the past, they aren't doing anything tonight. Oh, anyhow, after we talked to them, they were intoxicated, so they repeated themselves, and we had to repeat stuff to them to get them to understand. So after about 30 minutes of talking, then we finally got them convinced that, okay, yeah, you're right. It was pretty dumb that we're, you know, knocking on their door and stuff. So then they went back in their apartment and said that they would leave them alone. And I think that was what happened since we didn't get any more calls that night. But, oh, man, that's just people for you. And that says police, just us trying to problem solve. And I thought by telling those girls not to knock on their door and then going back after they did knock on the door, I figured we wouldn't have to go back there. And I figured that would have solved the problem. But they just didn't get the message. And quite honestly, I don't know why I was so lenient with them. I think that they deserved it at a minimum, a noise ticket. But anyhow, it is what it is. It's over now. I just didn't want to deal with that. It was my Friday. I mean, it wasn't actually Friday, but it's my Friday because right now, as I'm recording this, it's Wednesday. Well, actually, no, technically it's Thursday morning, but it's Wednesday. It's my Wednesday. I don't know. I don't know how to explain my days to you guys, but I have Wednesday night off, Thursday night off, and Friday night off. So I essentially have Wednesday off into, you know, yeah, but you get it. I work graveyard, so it's kind of weird. The days get kind of jumbled, but yeah. Well, anyhow, I'm going to keep working on selling pigs. I think I'll sell us back down to 80 or as close as I can get. Yeah, so that's what I'm going to do. If we have a couple above 80, I'm not too worried about it, but I'll get us sold down to around 80. And then we'll also need to buy more pig food at some point. But yeah, I'll just kind of keep cracking along and getting things taken care of for the farm. And then I'll probably bring you guys back in when I start getting ready to load silage. I know I'm not doing silage, but I want to bring you guys back in. Because as you see, I turned the time down to 1. That was because I was building. I didn't want to use, you know, go at 5 times and use a whole day in game. So there, I put it back up to the 5. So sorry. We got a little extra time that way, but I'm not too worried about it. It'll be fine. If you guys are worried about it, let me know. I will change it or do what I can to change it. Yeah, so just second load of pigs done. Yeah, sorry, I had the time mixed up there. Set it back just so I could work on the town, since we didn't need to be fast forwarding through while I was working on the town, going at 5 times. So, oh, lost it there, fishtail a little bit. But anyhow, I'll get back to selling pigs. All right, so I finished up selling the pigs. We ended up selling 16 pigs. We got 16 grand, which is great. That field's looking good right there. That's good. Did it all jump up a state? It did. It did. I mean, the grass is not ready. Darn it. Well, it'll be ready soon enough anyhow. So one thing I want to do actually before I work on getting silage going is I want to start getting some stuff repaired. So a lot of our stuff is going to need repairs. I noticed the sprayer needs repairs. The seeder needs repairs. So pretty badly, I think, actually. I didn't look at the actual levels, but they were working slower. So we're going to start getting all of our stuff fixed up. This guy's not too bad. Obviously, we've been better about it. And I'm actually curious. I'm going to calculate or write down how much total we're going to spend on repairs. So 188, and we're going to actually put his... we'll put our wides on there. Yeah. And so too, as well, actually, so we are going to get a new tractor at some point. This is the one we're going to hold on to. And the reason being, it is only, well, so if we go into here, or actually, let's just go into the garage. This is just easier to look at it this way. Need to go all the way to the beginning. All the stuff we allegedly own. So this is the one we have here. It's 150 horsepower, so it's more powerful than this one. This one's worth more. We're going to keep this one because we've had it technically for so long. It has so many hours on it. We can just use it as a workhorse. We can just keep running it until it dies. So we'll hold on to that one, and then this one we'll sell because it's worth more when we get a new tractor. Because I mean, 3 tractors is great, but I think we're going to want to use some of that to help. I mean, we'll get more than that, obviously. We'll probably get around 38 would be my guess, maybe 36 when we sell it at the store or somewhere else. Maybe less as we use it. Also, too, I don't know what it needs for repairs, so it could be in pretty bad shape, and we'll get it fixed up here in a second as well. So we'll want to sell that. And then the tractor I was looking at, is it in here? No, it's in here. Is this guy, the 80? You might say, oh my gosh, that's so expensive. But the reason I like this guy is we can buy it now at $250, which is pretty reasonable for 300 horsepower. It's very reasonable for that, as a matter of fact. And once we get the money later, if we need a higher horsepower tractor, we can get up to, for 25,000, we can get up to 350, or for 50 grand, we can get up to 400. So just I mean, we're not going to buy it in this state because we can't afford that. Really, we can't afford this now. But if when we get a new tractor, this might be the guy we get. I think this will be pretty awesome. I think this is the one we're going to go for just because I think it'll do us well with how it is. And I know you can get modded tractors for cheaper and, you know, whatever else. I don't use a lot of modded tractors, to be honest. I use mostly just kind of what's in game. I mean, we could also, I guess that's trying to even think about the big buds. Oh, man. Because what was that, 250 for that? For 225, we could get ourselves a big bud. Oh, man. Look at that. That guy right there. We probably don't even need those. 225, we could get that guy, and that would be able to pull anything. I don't know. I almost think that's overkill because we're not going to be able to do everything with that. So we might go with the Massey first and then get the big bug later, even though the that's technically a better deal for us. So we might go with a cheaper one, but I really like that option because, like, if we even go down to this guy, it's like 288's not bad, but you know, where does it max out? We're maxing out at 313, so there's really nowhere for that tractor to go. So that's why I think it's just better to go for the Massey. So we might end up going for that, but anyhow, this guy's fixed. We fixed this guy, right? Yeah, okay. We actually might as well, while we're going through, we'll fill everything up. And you know what? I was thinking, what if we put the little fuel station like right here? I think I could do it. I think I could fit it right in there. I think that'd be a good spot. I mean, it'd stick out a little bit, which would be perfect. Let's go look at that. Is it... What am I doing here? Sorry, I was looking down at my notepad for a second, but miscellaneous? We also want to get probably one of these guys at some point so we can start hauling our digestate down here. But nope, not in there. Is it silos? I think it's silos. What are these guys? Oh, this must be part of that mod pack. Ah, look at that. More than there it is. Yeah, let me see. Okay, what else we got in here? Yeah, there's some other sell points and stuff. But multi-silo. Some of these I wonder how I got them because I don't remember. Let me go over to, yeah, this guy. So if we go, because I'm thinking, yeah, we could place, I mean, we could place them inside if we, or maybe not. Yeah, maybe not. But, I think right here is a good spot for it. We'll get her flipped around. Yeah, like just like that. That's perfect. Perfect. That's fantastic. That's exactly what we need. It's just that's in a really good spot that we really can't do anything else with. That's fantastic. All right, we'll hop out of here. Wonderful. I love it. I love the way that looks. That's exactly what I was envisioning when I was first trying to look for something to store gas in. And that's not bad priced either, which is, you know, it's great. Let's hook up to the fuel trailer here. I don't really want the weight. Now I'm probably gonna forget where that weight's at. All right, 1134. We used a little bit of it. I know we were filling stuff up, but I think we can just pull this up here. Hopefully. And unload. Oh, no, I want to do that. Can I unload? Well, that's not good if this can't unload into there. We might need like a legitimate, darn it. Well, we'll leave this guy parked here then for now, and we'll use him for fueling. But we might need like a legit tanker to fill that with fuel, which is fine. We can get that later. Darn it, I was hoping that way I would fill it up. If I did something wrong there, please comment below. Or if you know exactly what needs to be done to get that guy to work, just please let me know. And actually, we probably should get the... I mean, I can hook this guy up to the milling machine anyways, but we're probably going to need to get the milling machine repaired. I don't know how fast it goes down, but we haven't repaired it ever, so, and we use it all the time. And I have the work, oh, that's it's not, I was saying I have the workshop tabber installed, but yeah, so he's not too bad. 3.2 hours. Hope I don't want to customize back. I want to repair. $17. I guess that's because it's such a cheap tool, technically speaking. It's only $5 for it. So, all right, we're down to $17. It's actually, I can probably leave this guy hooked up just because I'm going to end up using him to move silage in a second anyways. And I'm probably going to take 2 trailers, so I'm probably going to end up doing that. Let me park this guy. I guess while I'm repairing stuff, I can get stuff ready for silage as well. So I'll park that guy here. I'm not going to worry about repairing... I'll repair the subsoiler, but I'm not going to worry about repairing the big cultivator just because we really haven't used it a whole lot. But once we get that Massey Ferguson and we're able to create fields like a boss, we're definitely going to take that guy out. And now I know it's like, yeah, you don't have the plow state, but I would rather get a field created super fast because of the cultivator. You go faster. That's a wider cultivator. I'd rather get the field just created really quickly. Then we can do 1 round of crops on it. That's not going to get the best yield because there's no plowing on it. And then what we can do after that is we can just hire a worker to get the subsoiling done on it. So, holy cow, I didn't know that was in that bad a shape. 225. I guess it doesn't matter a whole lot for the trailers. They still do what they should do no matter what. But I still like to keep things kind of taken care of. And actually, let's go pick up the other trailer. I'm going to use the 2 larger trailers, so not the one with the swivel axle that I hate. But I think this will have to hook up this way, actually. Could be wrong. Hopefully these guys hook up. That'd be very, very helpful if I could do 2 runs at a time. Oh, they're not going to hook up that way. Well, let's see if it'll hook up the other way. You guys are probably already watching this like, no, it's not going to work, or yeah, you should have done that the first time. Oh, man. Well, because I got a little delayed with my town, I'm a little sad that I, well, since it, the game crashed and whatnot, I had to restart everything. I'm a little sad that I won't be able to get probably as much recorded as I wanted to today, but I still got 2 more days of my weekend to be able to catch up. I want to get at least, probably at least, oh, there we go, that works that way. Perfect. Fantastic. But I want to get as many videos done as possible so I don't have to worry during the work week, like I was saying. Or I can record during the work week, but I don't have to make sure I'm getting a video done, every day. How do I want to do this? I wanted to, let me just drive around this. Shouldn't be anything in there. Perfect. I want to get the back trailer fixed up too in case it needs any repairs. That should do it. Tab over. Oh, you're fine. Just how much have we used that one? I guess we haven't hardly ever used it, so sweet. I guess right. I guess we only we kind of had it sitting over on the side for a while, so I guess that kind of makes sense. All right, these guys will be our silage trailers once time comes to it. I'll fill them up separately, obviously, but I can just set them there for now. You can just hang out here. Actually, this tractor can. Let's go hop in the other tractor. Actually, the combine needs to be fixed too. Might as well get him taken care of. A little low on fuel, get you fueled up. That is a nice little spot for him. I like parking him in the shed. I know someone commented saying that there is a bigger header. Oh, he's full already. I just filled him up with fuel that quick. There's a bigger header available for this guy, but I think we're not too far off of upgrading our combine completely, so I don't think I'm going to worry about doing anything with this one, because I think we're going to be pretty soon upgrading the combine. And actually, I'll just get him staged after I get him all fixed up, because we're going to be harvesting today for sure. There's no way we're not this morning. Yes. And yes. Oh, I didn't write down those amounts. Well, oh wait, they're up in the corner. 321 and 127. Let me write that down. All right. I'm driving around with the header on the ground too, so that's probably not good for it. Eventually we'll get a washing station. It's just not really a high priority right now. Excuse me. I'm just trying to get the different stuff upgraded and good to go. I think we just need bigger equipment first. Does that just always turn on there? I guess so. Alright, we'll get you put right here just so you're good and go. And you're parked over here. It's like, what are you doing over here? We got enough manure today. We'll probably haul a load of manure down. We might, I don't know if we'll haul any slurry down or not. The slurry does make us, whatchamacallit, it does make us digestate, not one for a 1-for-1 ratio. It makes like, per 8,000 liters, I was getting like 5,000 down there, which, don't get me wrong, is fantastic, because you're still getting most of the fertilizer effect, and we're making some money. 388, writing it down before I forget. And then, what kind of tires do you have on that? Okay, your normals ones. So make sure you didn't have narrows on there. Yeah, this guy really needs some repairs. 240. Writing that down. I'm just curious. This is kind of how I play. Sometimes I'm just curious the cost. Actually, you know what? Does it calculate it in here? Vehicle leasing, animal upkeep, vehicle running cost. I bet you that's. We'll take a look. I bet you that's the cost of the repairs. But anyhow, this guy, the sprayer is now good to go. We're still leaving equipment outside, so we'll need to worry about that eventually. And I was having troubles getting the seeder to fill up with the solid fertilizer, so we'll try to do that again too. I barely had enough to finish all the fields, as you can see, but I'm going to try to back him up just on this side with the milling machine not in there. But when it's pulled like next to him, it just seems like it doesn't want to fill up with anything but the seeds, which is frustrating. Let's see if it can. Without hitting the bio belt too hard. There we go. Well, you're not getting this. Hold on. Stop. I want you to get this guy first. There. Or don't get that guy first. That's fine. At least you filled up. I can't complain too much. And we'll get the seeds later. Oh, hitting the IBC tanks. Oh, really hitting them. I'm just going to move them across the farm. Alright, let's get the seeder repaired. I think it's going to be in pretty rough shape, because I don't think we've repaired it yet. So let's see here. Oh yeah, it's terrible. So it was probably running pretty slow too. 325, write that down. Oh, adjusting my chair here so I'm comfortable again. Alright, I think the truck's okay. Yeah, it's got a little bit that it needs, but not too bad. And how's this tractor doing on fuel? It's a little low. We'll top this tractor off as well. And then the only thing I have left that I really want to repair is going to be the subsoiler. We use that quite a bit, so that'll probably need a little bit of repairs, which isn't a big deal. So let's fill you up. Guess I could have done that after I dropped off the seeder, but it's all right. We're committed now. Pull around this way. And by the way, I was wondering if you could create a field with the seeder. You can't. There's no option for it. I just realized you just look in the menu and you can't. So even using the mod allow cultivators to create fields, it doesn't allow you to do it. So in case you're wondering, I was wondering, things I'm curious about in game. There, seeds filled up in that guy, so it's good to go. I might put camera collision back on. It actually frustrates me to not have it on, I think, sometimes. Alright, I think we can just grab the subsoiler with the front 3-point link here. I put it at that angle in there because I was like, oh, if I put it in that angle, I could get the cultivator if I needed it for anything. So that was why I did that, in case you were wondering. Better get another drink of coffee. Drinking more black coffee sitting on my desk here. I do love the taste of a good cup of coffee. I think I on average drink about a pot a day, probably. But you're like, probably that's a whole lot of that's a whole lot of coffee. Not a whole lot of coffee. A whole lot of coffee. That's what I was meaning. I almost said coffee. That's why I said that. Was at $48. All right, let me do some quick math. So I don't know what anything is for, but 188 plus 17 plus 225 plus 321 plus 127 plus 388. That was pricey. Plus 240 plus 325. I think that was a cedar. That was plus 48. So 1879. So let's go into the menu. And 1882. So yeah, that probably was. There's probably $3 somewhere that was extra or something. But I bet you that's what the what that cost is gets calculated there. So I guess I don't have to look at what I'm doing anymore. Yeah. All right. We're doing really great on this farm, I think, guys. I'm sorry if it isn't building as fast as you thought it should or were hoping for. So hopefully that's not something that you're worried about. I know every episode doesn't seem like we're making a ton of progress, but we are making slowly but surely we're making progress. So, and again, what we're able to afford now and like money we're making now is not what we were able to make before. Well, actually, first thing I need to do, speaking of money, let's pay off that. Where's that loan? There we go. Let's repay that. So now to $5,500 again, but we don't want to be paying that loan. That loan cost us $28 in interest last night, so pretty much broke the bank. But all right, I'm just gonna park this guy here for now. That'll be fine. We'll hop over and get in this guy and load her up with silage. So there should be quite a bit in there, which is gonna be fantastic. Problem is I'm going to have to disconnect these anyways to do silage with them, but at least they're easy to reconnect, so I'm not too worried about that. All right. Thank you for everyone that comments on everything in my videos. I really appreciate it. Thank you if you're liking the videos. I love to hear that you are. We're slowly growing, subscriber by subscriber. This weekend I am going to set up a Discord server, unless something unforeseeable happens, but that is basically the goal, and I don't think I should have any issues meeting that goal. That way it'd just be easier for us to communicate. If you guys have a long thing you want to send that you don't want to comment, like something long, you can either email me, farmercop911@gmail.com. I know, fitting. Farmercop@gmail.com was taken, so I was like, well, that's dumb. So I needed something, so I was like, well, I'll just put 911 at the end to make it kind of fitting. So I thought I was pretty clever doing that. And then also, you, of course, can message me on Facebook at FarmerCop. So and if you haven't already, go check out the Facebook page. I post more than just Farming Simulator stuff. I mean, it's probably 98% Farming Simulator stuff and when new stuff is posted, but I plan to do more non-Farming Simulator stuff as I go on there. Oh, there we go. I was wondering what I was getting stuck on. But yeah, so go like the Facebook page. Follow it if you want to get notifications for when videos are posted and you don't want them from YouTube. And if you haven't already, go down below, hit that subscribe button, and turn on your notification bell so you don't miss any future videos, guys. But yeah. Hope you guys are loving the channel. I know I haven't done, like, I haven't been doing guides as much as I have been. I've been focusing on the gameplay series. It seems like it takes me a little bit longer to make the episodes because there's a, oh geez, that was a long shot there. Oop. But yeah, it seems like it takes me a little bit longer to make the episodes because there's a little bit more to them, which I don't mind at all. But and I know there's guides for everything already out there, really. So there's a couple specific guides that I haven't seen out there that I think you guys would enjoy and I think would be really neat to put up. So I think I will do those eventually, but right now there's I mean, anything you could ever need to know about the game basically is up there. I will do a video on just the milling machine. I know there's already like mod reviews and stuff on the milling machine, but I'm going to do one about specifics, issues I've had, how to counteract those issues, because this milling machine definitely has a mind of its own. There's no nothing, there's no, I don't know what, I can't speak. I don't know what else to say. There's no way to avoid it. It has some issues. It just is what it is, though I still love it. Alright, I'll disconnect you right there. Oop, back up. And then this guy has to go in the back, right? Yeah, okay. And we'll hop up to the front. I think we'll probably have to have, what is this going to have? 30, we're probably have to do 3 loads still. Even with this much, 33,000, yeah, we're going to have to do at least 3 loads. Oh man, that's so much silage, but that's fantastic. We need the money. So 33, if we do 3 loads, so that's 99,000, we're looking at making, oh gosh, 99 times 720. Oh, we're gonna make like 70 or 80 grand on this, probably around 70. But and then we sell manure, that'll be another, oh, another like 15,000 ish. Then we sell pigs again tomorrow. You know, we'll be easily over the $100,000 mark tomorrow. So. Plus we have all that canola, so we still have to sell canola, but yeah. Alright guys, I am going to sell the silage, and then I'm going to sell all of the silage, hopefully, and I'll let you know how much there was total, or at least how many trips I had to make. Hopefully, it's going to suck if I have to make a 4th trip with like 15 liters of silage, but I guess it's still better than taking one trailer a bunch of times, so. Alright, I'm going to stop complaining and just get to work, so yeah, I'll let you guys know when I get all this done. Alright, so I'm back for load 2. But I thought of an idea that maybe will work. Probably not, but maybe. We'll try this. See if I can, because the milling machine has a decent range, and I think it'll just track to both those trailers, and once one's full, it'll track to the other one. So we'll try this and see how it goes. But I thought you guys might want to see if this worked, just in case you decided to do it. So far, so good. Yeah. Yeah, that's working pretty well. How much do we have in here? Yeah, we're probably gonna have to make 4 total trips, but that's okay. I should only have to bring 1 trailer to the last trip. Yeah, it's working. That is fantastic. Well, anyhow, I thought you guys might want to see that in action, since I was curious if it would work or not, but it did work. So there you go. If you're doing something similar, then I mean, you could put a chain of 10 trailers out there. Well, 10 wouldn't fit across, maybe 4, but and then fill it up that way if you wanted. So just another thing for you. Thought I might share that. So I hauled that second load of silage, and then, yes, this isn't silage again, and I know, my brain is scrambled, not scambled. See, told you, proof of it. But, oh, excuse me, I looked in here, so the prices have topped out for both, so we're going to go ahead and sell it at the sweet shop before that price decides to tank or do anything weird, even though we don't have the rest of it yet. So, and we do need both trailers. Yeah, there's going to be barely any in the back trailer, but, yeah, we still need both of them. We'll probably do that, and then we can just put a little bit more, so it makes a little bit more sense load-wise. Yeah. Because I think it was going to be like 500 liters more than what the big trailer could hold, so, yeah. So this is what we have to do. But, and I thought about it. So after I do the next load of silage, there'll probably be enough silage to fill the back trailer. So you see the smaller one there. And then I can take the front trailer and use the milling machine and go fill it with manure. And then I can take the load of manure and the last load of silage up. So now I'm thinking outside of the box. I think, anyways. Outside the trailer? Inside the trailer? I don't know. But I will keep you guys in because we're going to go sell this at the sweet shop. And I bet you're going to want to see what we're going to get off of this. I mean, you probably could calculate it and do whatever else. Yeah, see, 21,591 liters. So we would have used the 21,000 liters in the front and then had 591 liters we couldn't sell, which would be... That just aggravate me, I think. So we'll go sell this. We still have that 1,500 liters of wheat in there, which just drives me crazy that it's still in there. But so we're going to sell this at the sweet shop. We haven't used the sweet shop before. So I'm pretty excited. Just because we're using a different one than the place where we always sell stuff. So I'm very excited about that. But I'll see how much we get out of this. My guess is we're going to get around 25,000, 26,000, maybe a little more. But yeah, probably somewhere right in that range. You know what, we'll take the back way into the sweet shop, because we can, because we're special. We'll go this way. Very sharp corner. Oop, lost it. Fishtail a little bit there. Boom, here we are. Alright. Money's flying up. I'll write down this number so I can add the two numbers together so we know exactly how much we got for both trailers worth. Nice, nice. 19,946. Write that down while this one's unloading. Unloading. I really can't talk today. I have no idea why. Maybe because I drank too much coffee. That could be it. Alright, 5286 for that, so let's add this up real quick. No, I'm not a math genius, obviously. I'm just using a calculator. Alright, so 25,232 bucks. So right about where I thought we'd get. So that's perfect. It's funny, the longer you play this game, like, you can look at prices and kind of estimate once you, I mean, and you could always calculate with a calculator exactly what you're going to earn. But you can kind of always estimate and feel like, oh, okay, yeah, we're going to get, you know, about this much for, you know, this, that, and the other thing. So 30 grand, plus we're going to get another 100 grand from the BGA. I mean, that's our number one source of income, honestly, is the BGA right now. Seems like that's how it is for both of my gameplay series, is the BGA. Silage, again, my How to Make Money Fast video, and I'll put a link down in the description for that. But that's one of my ways to make money easily and fast. So it just works. You can do it from New Farmer with 100 Gs. Build a small silage bunker. Now, I guess if you have to buy the BGA, you have to worry about that. But, well, actually, no, you don't have to worry about that even. I go over that in the video. You can sell it on a lot of maps, well, at least the two in-game maps, you can sell it at the barn, so you don't have to buy the BGA. The BGA obviously has a better price, but you can get into silage and save up. But honestly, I don't think it's unreasonable right now to cheat money in and buy the BGA, because the BGA is a business. You wouldn't have to buy the business to be able to sell stuff to the business. You would be able to go to the business to do business. That's just how businesses work. So that part drives me crazy. And actually, we're going to go for silage, so I don't know why. I'm going to just keep driving, I guess. But so what happens when I get sidetracked. How's our grass and everything doing? Not yet. Okay. And we're not going to get as much grass now on each cut, so I think what I'm going to do is probably... Gosh, guys, we might buy another chunk of land this episode. We may not buy the tractor yet, but we might buy another chunk of land. That way we can mow that as well, because we really don't have a whole lot to mow. And I don't really want to mow this anymore. It's just too much of a pain now, I think. But anyway, all right, unload or disconnect that there. We'll drive around. Yep, I will. Yeah, I will finish up doing this, and then I will be back with you after it is done. All right, so I finished. I hauled all the all the silage, I can't think of it, and a load of manure, so that's done. The one thing I do need to do, though, is the pigs are very filthy. They're down 39%, so I'm going to go ahead and clean them up. They're doing good on water and straw, so I'm not worried about that. But yeah, now manure is down to 1,400 liters. We have 30,000 liters of slurry, which is quite a bit. Excuse me. Then if we go into digestate, we have 85,000 liters, which is definitely quite a bit. So that's definitely more than enough. I think to do all these fields, it took, what did I say, like 32,000 to do the extra fertilizer state, so we have enough for a while. Now, given we're going to be getting more fields and stuff, so we're going to still need more, so I'm not going to get too crazy about just getting rid of it all, but let's get all this pig feed picked up off the ground. Oh, yeah, there's a lot of it here. Oh, they just made another mess, of course. Well, actually, kind of nice to do that while I'm cleaning it up, so that way I don't have to do it again in a second. Clean that little bit up that they just threw down. Alright, now we will dump this back into here. Fantastic. Go over to pigs. And then I'll go back up in a second once they're all good to go. But and it's going to glitch out again. Of course. There's no pig food in there. You just think there is. Yeah, so that's done. Well, the episode is starting to get close to the end, guys, but I think in the thumbnail, I'm sure, was probably the lumber mill, adding that. I'm sure that was the thumbnail, and that's why what I'm about to do might be shocking. So if we go into the menu here, what we are going to do right now, which is going to be crazy, is we're going to take out a loan. You're like, that's not really that crazy, but it is. We'll just go up to, we'll take 70,000 out. That'll be fine. And we're going to go into the map. And yes, we are going to buy plot 25. Fantastic. And honestly, land is kind of a nice thing, because it's not like a piece of equipment where if you buy it and then you're like, oh, I didn't really want that, or it didn't work for what I was doing. You can't just go sell it for exactly what you what you bought it for. But land you can always sell for that, which is nice. Yeah, which I think is fair. Because land values really only go up. They don't really go down a whole. I mean, there's lulls in the market and it goes up and down and whatnot. But yeah, and actually, what I am going to do, I've made an executive decision. We don't need 3 trailers. There's no such thing as too many trailers, I know, but I hate this swivel trailer. I hate using it. I hate everything about it. So I am going to sell it. Which we're not going to get like a lot of money for it, but we might as well clear it out of here because I do not like this stupid trailer. I don't know why I decided it was a good idea to buy it, but I did. So, well, that's how we learn, I guess. I hate this trailer though, so we're just gonna get rid of it. I know, strong words. I'm sorry, guys. Strong words about this trailer. If you like this trailer, I'm sorry. It's just gotta go. All right, well, we'll go ahead and repair it. $4 and sell you. Yes. Awesome. So actually, let's go into the menu here, not that menu. This menu. We might as well just pay back 10,000 of that, just so we're not going to get hit as much for interest. But we're going to take this as the big engine guy. We are going to go out there and we are going to mow, and I'm very excited about that. There's so much out there to mow. That's going to take a while. Let me see how much. So this has how much horsepower? 150. Oh, it's almost like all the upgrades have to happen at once. But let's go to mowers. I want to look at mowers again. So mowers. Here we are. So that guy wouldn't be too bad, but look at the horsepower requirement between the two of those. So we'll hold off. Yeah, those are the same. Those are actually a little bit more money, but same horsepower requirement. So those guys actually have wider. Huh. I guess I never really thought about that, but oh well. We are gonna hook up to our small mower, and we are going to mow until the fields are ready to go. That is what we're going to do right now. That's where the mower's at. Actually, I haven't repaired the mower at all either. Let's actually take a look at that. It probably needs some repairs. The poor mower. Oh, because it definitely gets used quite a bit. And we're still looking at, yeah, still waiting on everything to get ready to harvest. So we probably won't end up harvesting in this episode, quite honestly, guys. We're probably going to end up wrapping it up here pretty quick. Maybe not pretty quick, but we're going to end up wrapping up soon. But we'll go survey our land. Not you. That guy. Yeah, it's not too bad. There we go. Perfect. Oop. Okay. Eventually I want to get the Krone Big M. And yeah, we're not going to use this land just for mowing, but I figure why not? Let's just go mow it. We need more silage. Eventually we'll make a big grass field, and we probably won't even use our small fields anymore, or, well, we might still use them. I don't know. But so we take a look out here. We're going to turn this into, we're going to expand our road. We're going to expand this field. This field's going to run down this way. We'll open up the map so we see where our land ends, because we have all of this. It's going to run down to this road, which I don't even know if I'll keep this road. I might just overrule this road because I don't really need it to go up that way. I'll go all the way down to the end here, which is about the end of our property. This rock deal's not in our property. But yeah, so that'll be a field there. These trees got to go too, guys. Yeah, a lot of these trees are going to have to go, but that's okay. This is going to be just wide open fields for us. Oh, man. We'll expand. We might expand this field just out this way. Well, actually, we'll probably just make another field is what we'll probably end up doing. But we'll see. But yeah, we have so many other things we can do now. If we go into the map here, let's turn off, or let's go to a different screen, I guess is fine. Not that screen. This one works. So if we build if we make another, oof, we have so much area. So I want to expand this field. So if we expand this field down just to here, even maybe. I still want there to be a road at some point here. So maybe we just let the road go here, and then we move this field into here, and then the road will go there, and then we turn this into like a grass field, maybe. I don't know. I kind of just want to use the land without the road and just ignore the road. So maybe I'll make this road just straight out from there, just straight across. So yeah, if we do that, if we make the road just straight across there, we can expand this, make this all one big field here. We can take out these trees at the top. And if that's going straight across, we can probably, I'll probably leave this field alone just because the rocks are here. We'll probably make a field here, and then make like a big field here. And then maybe we make like these two fields grass fields or something. I don't know. But so we're farming, we're getting a lot off of this little bit of land we're farming here, which we're probably only farming between our plots here, probably maybe a half of this plot. So if we're farming now, you know, we're increasing by about 300% our yield essentially, which is, that's really going to kick it up. But if we do logging, since this is trees out here, you know what? Let's hop in the truck. We'll go drive around. Because if we go out that way, there's a big area of trees out there. So I'm thinking whether or not I want to, if we're doing logging eventually, which obviously I'm not too worried about it right now, but if we just expand this way across 25, make a road straight across so we have fields here. Yeah, because this is just nice and flat. If we get all these trees cleared out of here, we'll probably end up jumping. Ooh, losing control a little bit. But there's a decent amount of trees back here, but not really a whole lot. If we go past here, because this map honestly has a lot of trees, but yeah, if we do forestry for this, not even this chunk of land, it's the one behind it. Yeah, this is just all trees through here. Yeah, this would be a good chunk to do forestry on. So that way we could buy the land for 85,000. We could clear it. We'll make more than that on the trees, easily more than that. We'll probably make there's probably $500,000, probably more than that, probably $1 million of the trees here. Quite honestly, I'm plot 22 there. So yeah, plot 22, if we look in the map, yeah, there's probably a ton of trees there. So if we buy this, clear all the trees off of it, and doing logging kind of as we go, then what we can do is we'll probably buy this plot eventually, but we'll probably buy these two after that one. I probably won't even go this way yet. But yeah, if we have this kind of as our headquarters and build this way, honestly, this we'll probably use for outbuildings, like maybe we do the pellet hall there eventually. But if we build across here, this land is kind of useless. We can do some trees and forestry. We clear the trees off of these two plots here, and then just clear all the stumps out. And then after we get all the stumps cleared out, then what we can do is use that as more field space. But yeah. Well, anyhow, guys, I think this is, well, let me get unstuck here. Let me drive the truck back to the farm. Now we went and surveyed all that. All right, there we go. Now we're heading the right direction. I see our fields off in the distance. That's actually a ton of distance. I forget how big this map is. Like, this is actually a huge, huge amount of space. I mean, this would be a great spot for a field too here. Oh, man. Anyhow, guys, this is going to wrap up the episode. So if you enjoyed the episode, please hit the like button. If you have not already, please hit that subscribe button. Turn on the notification bell so you don't miss when I post any more daily videos. Again, my gameplay series are daily. And if you have anything you want to see or anything you want me to do different, please comment below, or any tips for me. I know I learn a lot from you guys in the comments. But again, this has been Farmer Cop. Thank you guys, and thank you for watching.